Hey guys, it's me here right after the Bushiroad Global Presentation. I was just watching it for some specific news, but there was some pretty interesting stuff that popped up. So we're gonna kind of cover it here, right? All the cool stuff that like you probably missed out on if you didn't watch it. But this is just like all the important things. But if you want to watch the whole thing, which is actually all right. You see Iba Aina and Mori was also, Kadani was on. You know, you can go to check that out. It's not that long. It's not actually that long. So you can like just watch it. It's like, I think it's like 35 minutes or so. You can even watch it 2x speed, right? If you don't have that much time, but it's all right. It's all right. But this is just like the super important information. Let's get started. From set 4 onwards, right? There is going to be English original cards, right? So they're going to be called World Original, and one of the spoilers is just the heel trigger, which will just, it's like a different art. Even the race is the same as the Stoicheia heel trigger. They're both ghosts, so I guess it's kind of cool. You know, it gives you some more incentive to buy these cool English products. They just, as long as they're kind of cosmetic changes, in my opinion, because I don't want it to be a point where, like, you know, the triple R's, you get unique English triple R's, and sometimes they might have really good effects, and it could be hard to get, and the price for those are like incredibly insane. Because like I remember back in Yu-Gi-Oh when they did like English exclusives for like Eel Blood, you know, Dark Graph, things like that. Those cards were crazy, right? Those cards were crazy priced. Of course, they were like really high rarity too. So I think it's kind of nice to just have these like original cards. If they're like cosmetic, that's cool. Just to add more coolness for like English releases, especially since we're like getting them later, right? So far there's been delays, and they did apologize for the delays, but we're getting them later. So at least we have something a bit more looking forward to, right? I think that's cool. I think that's all right. They also did show us the first look at purchase bonuses for DVSO3. So these are gonna be like what you call it, the box toppers, right? And you get you know, the Force one, right? They're like the normal versions of the cards, but in the back of them, because they're flip ones, they're the reverse versions. So you know, when you reverse the gift, you get the reverse. It's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. Some of these look really nice, right? I like it when I like the gifts when they flip. They do both things. It doesn't take up as much space in your, like, you know, gifts or whatever, right? But now you have like really nice art as well with it. So that's cool. That's nice. All these cool reverse units. You got, yeah, look at this one. Excel 1, Excel 2. Yeah, look at this crazy cool, right? Cecilia. Ooh. Nice. This one not so much, right? And then you got these reverse ones as well. Ooh, look at Rememiel, man. Rememiel. All right, you can probably already pick out which ones you want, yeah. You know, Protect. Right, this one's pretty good. Force, yeah, this one's great. And I guess Raging's pretty cool too. And Excel, Laquia, right? Like easy choices. And then lastly, for the news, we did get a like release schedule. Set 4 is coming out in February 11. I think for Japan, the set 4 is coming out in December 24th, so on Christmas Eve. So we have that. We're still maintaining that 2-month kind of release schedule difference. Token Rumble, I think we already know this is coming out in January 21, and then in Clan Collection is coming out in March, so beginning of March, and this should be pretty hype. This is pretty hype, right? Then moving on, they did announce the BRO schedule, right? They announced the Bushiroad Rumble schedule. If you look carefully, maybe we can make this bigger, right? Look, so Premium is on the 4th and 5th of December 2021 for Premium. V Premium is on 11th and 12th of December. Then we have a jump to January 2022, where we have Standard on the 8th and 9th. And then Y Schwartz is the last one this time on the 15th and 16th. So there's a bit of a gap. And I think the key difference here is that on the 4th and 5th for Premium, Set 3 will not be out yet. So we cannot play Set 3 for that Premium format, which is kind of a bummer, right? It's kind of a bummer. But if you look at like the release schedules for these products, you can kind of understand why they chose these kind of weekends. And I guess why they didn't choose like the 18th and the 19th for December. I guess it's a bit close to Christmas, things like that. People are going on leave then, so maybe that's why they just chose like the early ones. I'm not too sure, but yeah, if you look at the release schedules for each of these, you can understand why they're placed in these positions. Like Standard, for example, set 3 gets released on the 10th, right? So because of there's a lot of delays in shipping and all that, and supply issues, they're giving you a lot of time to obtain the product, right? At least 2 to 3 weeks to obtain the product. So there is no way they put standard on the 4th, the 5th, or the 11th. So this has to go in the second part. Then if you look at Y Schwartz Ruby set comes out on the 17th of December, so that has to be in the second part, second like part of BRO as well. So these two are kind of they're just taking up like the 8th and the 15th slot. And then if you look at V Premium, okay, V Premium, the Clan Collection is coming out late November-ish. So they could put it on like the 4th and the 5th, but if they put Premium on the 11th, that is the weekend when set 3 comes out. It's going to be a bit advantageous to certain players who can immediately obtain the product. So you might as well just put them on the 4th, right? And then give you more time to obtain the V Premium product. And I get with both of these dates, it's just easy times to get the Clan Collection stuff. So I think these are just kind of set in stone. Unfortunately, you know, a premium where set 3 is allowed will have to be like sometime in January, right? Like late January, but then you're putting so many events in January. So yeah, it's just set 3 premium. Unlucky, right? Unlucky. But otherwise, it's just like, yeah, two premium and V Premium. The premium formats, first 2 weeks of December, I think. And then the standard and Y Schwartz is on the 2nd and 3rd week of January, because the first week of January is New Year's. So that's not happening. Nothing's happening then. We do have all the like time zones. We've got AEO and EU and LA. So that is just the same thing. On the stream, they did mention that they doubled the entry allowances for all games. So instead of an entry limit, like I think it was like 128 and then 256 for standard, it should be something like 256 for all, and then maybe for 512 for standard. I'm not too sure on that. But it also, the other big thing is that it's become 2-day events. So week 1, day 1. I think this is getting too big. Wow. Yeah, week 1, day 1, right? You go to Saturday is Swiss, and then on the Sunday is Premium, right? Before, on the previous BSFO, everything was just crammed into 2 weeks, so we had 2 events for 1 week, and that just means we definitely had no day 2. Sometimes events might go on for a while, you know, because you had deck checks and all that. So yeah, now it's a 2-day event, just 1 week, just 1 event. I guess it lets them kind of space out all the events as well. So on the AO as well, if you look at Swiss, it starts at 12 p.m. and then on day 2 it starts at 12 p.m. again. But then, you know, for EU, let's look at this, right? So it starts at 9 p.m. for me, 7 p.m. Sorry, 7 p.m. So that's like, you can actually, if you think about it, you can probably join every single tournament. Though if it's 8 rounds, it might be a bit hard, right? But you might be able to still join every single tournament. And then in NA, it's starting at 5 a.m. 4 a.m. for signups, check-in, and then 5 a.m. for the signup. So I think you could theoretically join every single tournament if you really wanted to. You just get no sleep. But you don't have to worry about the next day's tournament unless it's for, unless you qualified for top 8, right? So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. So yeah, if you look at it, you know, all the weeks are pretty much the same. Just one tournament a week, but you can probably participate in everything, right? Just, you don't get sleep, but just believe in no sleep life, right? So yeah, that's pretty cool. They did announce some more regulations. They haven't announced the prizes though, so they're probably working on that. The regulations, right? The regulations, you probably need to look at this, guys. The regulations are probably the most important part of this, because I know a lot of people don't like reading rules because it's long. They're doing random camera checks. They're doing random camera checks, which is pretty interesting. So I know people always have issues like, you know, the camera doesn't look nice. It's you know, who's sitting there? Is there anyone sitting there? So yeah, they're doing random camera checks. You might want to make sure your camera is not sitting on like a super scuffed ruler or anything like that, but I guess some parts are opening up. You might be able to get like a camera arm or something if you're really interested. And then, you know, they have the connection issues, you know, calling judges. You should record your things. The one thing also is the licensed card supplies. I know a lot of people are using unlicensed card supplies. Now you're actually getting in trouble if you're not changing it, right? So you guys better make sure you have licensed products. And then the last thing is that they announced the regulation and format, of course. Everything is best of 1. So it's a bit unfortunate in my opinion. It'd be nice if the top cut was best of 3. Just because they're also doing a second day for it as well. So there should be a lot more time to just like do the top 8 cut. If you think about like a best of 3 in like it's 2-day event, right? Each round would be 1 hour. So okay, for like the for the Swiss it might be a bit hard, but for the top cut when they cut down to like 8 or 16 players, doing like 1 hour round of tournament, maybe even like 110 or 120, because, you know, remote fights can take a bit longer. I think it can work fine. Your top cut will just basically last like 4 hours, which should be good, right? Should be quick enough to finish for the next top cut. So it's a bit disappointing there how it's still best of one, but you know, it's always been best of one. So what can we do, right? What can we do? Just let them know. I guess let them know in the survey. You know, if they're doing a 2-day event, you know, best of 3 for top cut can be good, right? Could be good. So that is all the news that they announced. You guys should still watch the online presentation. By the way, there's still some pretty cool stuff. There was some Y Schwartz stuff announced, and that stuff is pretty good, right? All live coming in English. They announced a date, so if you're into that, you can get that. I think they had Danmachi and Fate FGO. So yeah, go check that out. It was pretty decent presentation. You get to see some of your favorite people from Bushiroad, and yeah, it's a good time. Quick good time. See Katani twice, right? See Katani twice. Let me know what you guys think about everything that was revealed today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.